I don't know what's going to happen next, but yeah. So what now?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the So What Now podcast. My name is Carla, if you're new here.
And I'm Dexty.
If you're new, thank you for coming back. If you've already been here, hey, girl. What's up, guy? How do you say to guy? You'd be like, hey, girl. What do you say to a guy?
To a guy, I
hey, girl.
don't. I don't.
I can't believe how quickly these things come out of your mouth. It's like, you don't even think about it. It just
I'm
comes.
just kidding. I'd be like, my routing is 9. I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
I'd be like, hi, friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, friend.
Yeah.
If you're male, if you're a they, them, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody, everybody, welcome.
You're so random.
I know, it's fine. Well, what's new with you?
What's new with me? I'm getting ready for my race. It's right around the corner.
Actually, by the time race at work, I was like, yeah.
Actually, by the time this is posted, I'm probably doing it that week.
Oh, yes. Okay, so everybody, you make sure you go to Dex's thing and send her some motivational.
Yes, for my High Rocks race. And I'm going to post it on social media. I paid for a package where they video me.
Nice. Yes. I know that's right. But you can still do your little BTS.
Yes.
And post about it.
Yes, Michaela's going to be there. So she'll see if she can do that for me. So yes, that's what I'm doing. What about you?
That. I've been spending a lot of time outside.
Good.
I felt a difference. And I did want to
your mental health, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
From the walks to being... one day waking up and saying I'm going to the beach, to going to the pool, to just being outside with the baby, letting him play. I feel clear. I just think I just needed the summer to be here. Mm-hmm. And it does feel a lot better. So yeah, spending time outside has been a thing for me.
Soak it up while you can.
And it's not partying outside. Heathens. I meant outside with
You're not
greenery.
Outside. You're outside.
Outside. Yes. No, one E at the end. One E and a capital O.
Did you see Ayesha Howard responded to your motherfucking ass?
I heard her.
Loud and clear?
It was loud.
She said
but also, like, why?
She said she did not have her baby for a check.
Neither did I, because I ain't get one. I'm not getting one, so neither did I.
So what'd you think about her response?
Well, first of all, I had never seen what she looked like.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't know what she looked like.
I think she's pretty.
Very, duh.
Yeah.
No, I don't think a girl just walking around here looking like an ogre is going to get just any old guy with money to have baby with them. She started talking and I said, stupid. Immediately.
Really?
Immediately. Her voice, her way she puts words together, those sentences, what was coming out of her mouth. I said, I can see how they can impregnate you by you just moaning.
You're such a meanie.
I'm not. How am I being mean? She called me broke.
She did. Oh my gosh. She said, you guys, do I go on your page and say, you kept that baby for a Section 8 voucher?
Yeah, all she let me know is that, yes.
You kept that baby for more food stamps. She said, I don't judge y'all. Why are y'all judging me?
Yes, you do, bitch.
That was hilarious.
You judge because that's why you do what you do. But it doesn't take away from the fact that now I know even more from listening to, shout out to Holding Court with Ebony K. Williams and Dustin Ross, where they really broke down legally, what she's doing here and what's going on. And it still doesn't change my mind. Really? Of the fact that she's doing just this for money, that little baby, and I'm going to check for her. It looks like the check is not going to be what she thought it would have been because the judge in California said, back to Georgia. And then 2, there's a way that he could get away without paying her anything.
I did not know that.
And just giving up his parental rights.
I didn't know you could do that. So why don't more men do that?
Because they're dicktwats.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Should. But I guess women aren't going to allow it either. Just be like, oh, it's cool. Just give me the baby. I mean, I would. But I don't know.
I did also learn that she is not the only older female he's been with or has a baby with.
Who's the other?
So the main baby that he claims, his girlfriend that he technically cheated on,
they had the baby at the same time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's older too.
How much older?
Like almost the same age as she's in her 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
31.
So
is
he
a big
just likes older women.
If he's 23 and he's with a 31-year-old versus a 38, I still think that makes a difference.
She's just still trying to find a way to be right.
I am telling you.
She's just still trying.
I'm glad you responded, Ayesha, to my video and the other 50 million that there were. That you
she
saw
was specifically responding to what now?
I feel like she said, Carla, you got something to say? Because both your baby daddies ain't got shit. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. My ex-husband, he doing all right. Shout out to him and his little family or whatever. They doing all right. But the second one, I felt like she was talking to me directly.
I was laughing.
She
I was
said,
like, she read all of us.
She said, yo, baby, they don't got a pot to piss. And I said, he don't. I get it. You're right. But also, you're still a little pedo. You still did that for money. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. I feel like she should just shut the fuck up. And I came out. She shouldn't say anything.
I'm glad she said something.
You are?
I am. Because a lot of people have a lot of opinions on her.
And we still do. The opinion didn't stop. It got worse once I heard you talk.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
No.
We'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Who's our woman of the week?
We have this beautiful, talented woman, and one of her best talents that she just let us know about, from her own mouth, is this.
I'm gonna fart. I'm a grown woman. I've gone through a lot in this country. I'm gonna fart.
Yes.
I am a human fucking girl.
Human.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a machine.
That's right.
I'm gassy. I'm gonna fart. Yeah. And it is what it is. What the fuck about it?
Oh.
What?
I felt that. Okay.
Bitch, what?
What?
I'm not holding it. I'm not holding it. I'm not holding it.
I feel her. I was actually walking over here and I was passing by this little 420 smoke shop and my stomach was like, I felt it. And I was like, I'm just going to walk. It was like 1, 2, and just kept going. I was like, that feels so good.
Really?
Yes.
How does that feel? I don't fart. How does that feel?
Wait, you don't?
No.
Girl, I got a video.
Never farted a day in my life.
Stop lying right now. I'll pull that video.
I'm not on it.
Yes, you are.
There's no proof.
I have it right here in my phone.
There's no proof.
I will put
It's AI.
Dex.
It's AI.
Everybody will hear your fart. Say right now
it's
you fart.
AI. It's not me.
Dex. Say right now you fart.
I don't.
Dex.
So what does it feel like?
It feels freeing.
Does it empty? Like, do you feel empty?
Yes. It feels amazing. Where is that video of you farting?
No, never done it before.
No, not me.
No video exists. Not such a thing does not exist.
I'm sending it to Kason.
But I love Doechii as well because I feel like she's so like, I don't care.
Oh yeah, I never
She's
said
out there. She's
it's
so
Doechii.
Yeah, exactly.
She goes on red carpets. She is a performer. She is at the top of her game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, F y'all, for real. Like, I'm gassy and I don't understand what it is about girls that say they don't fart.
Some of us really don't.
Dex.
I don't.
I get
Carla.
you told us you're a liar in the last episode. You don't have to continue going.
I don't.
Are you being serious right now?
I don't fart.
Dex.
Don't.
We fart in the bed together when we're on vacation.
No, I say that I am so you feel comfortable, but I really don't. No, that's yourself. I say that I am because I don't want you to feel bad. I told you I'd be lying.
Where you smell like death when you fart.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never done it at the end of my life. I was curious what it feels like.
I let it rip. I burp. I fart. It is what it is. I mean, I try not to do it like in certain instances. Like there's some people that just don't give a damn. Like my dad used to be at the dinner table and just lift up a butt cheek and let it rip.
Oh,
but I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I agree. There's nothing wrong with it. I just
fart?
don't do it. My body just doesn't need that. It just doesn't happen.
Dex,
what
is wrong with you today?
I don't.
You see now, old lady.
I don't.
Okay, well, we just gonna let her stand on her lie. None of the truth. She's gonna stand on that lie.
You're talking about. We'll move on to the motherhood segment because, I don't really.
Oh, especially after birth. I know you was farting.
No, I don't.
We be gassy after giving birth.
Carla, I don't.
All right.
Whatever you're doing to your body to make you feel that way, yeah.
I bet you lately, since you've been drinking your protein shakes.
I don't drink protein shakes. I don't. I eat real protein.
Okay, so eating all that protein, that salmon make you gassy.
So anyway, what are they doing in Destin?
Okay, fine. I guess. Where did I put the damn link? What'd I do with it? Here we go. Now you done threw me off because what? I can't believe you're sitting here with a straight face lying to these people.
I can't believe you're pressing on it so much. I really don't.
I don't like that.
Why would I not admit that?
Exactly. That's what I'm asking you.
That would be weird. I don't.
You'd be mad weird. I don't know what's wrong with you today. Did somebody get her more coffee or something?
I don't.
After that coffee, you're going to tell me you're not going to fart? Okay. All right. Dex.
I don't.
These people they don't deserve to be lied to. They leave us reviews. They show up on a weekly basis. We should trust them.
I'm an open book on this podcast. I don't fart.
You know them books that don't open for real? It's like a fake book?
I don't.
Whatever. All right, well, moving right along. I'm going to find that video. I'm going to post it just because you want to sit here and lie to
Go
our
ahead.
friends. These are our friends.
Go ahead. There's
you know
no
where
video.
I'm going to post it?
Where?
So y'all know, go to the So What Now page, and there's a channel, our broadcasting channel that's called Only Friends. It'll be posted there as soon as this episode drops.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do. I know it's in my
April
phone.
Fools or something. There's not
That
gonna be
already
there.
passed.
Okay.
Mid-April.
There's no. Okay.
That's how I know you're not off.
I know you don't have a video of me farting.
I do. You're showing me your clothes, and while you're doing your clothes, you farted. Do you remember?
No, they're probably. Go ahead.
You see?
There probably was like a creak in the ground or something.
You said, "Oops, sorry, I pooted."
I swear. Go ahead.
You don't remember?
We'll move on.
Okay.
What are they doing in Destin,
You're so
Florida?
lucky this is my outline. I got to be using my phone because I would have been looking for it while you was talking. Moving right along to our motherhood segments, the mothers that fart. Yes, this is for us. Because right now in Destin, which is actually here in Florida, they announced, what you say, you got to fart?
You're discriminating against moms who don't fart.
Those aren't real people.
Okay.
So there's no discrimination here.
All right, whatever.
It doesn't exist. So Destin High School right here in Florida announced that it's going to transition to a 4-day school week beginning in 2026 academic year. So that's next year, starting August.
And it's the high school.
Yes, the high school. 4 days. The students are going to be attending classes from Monday through Thursday. And then with this new schedule, the school hours for the students are going to be from 7:30 to 3:30, and the teachers will be from 7 to 4.
Okay.
Although it sounds great, right?
Yeah, they need to talk to my job.
That's what I was thinking. So now who's going to talk to the job of these kids that got to get picked up, that might be outside of the school district, that they might not have, the money to leave somebody with them? High school, we're talking about 14.
Yeah.
So at 14, technically, you could stay home. But what if it's one of these, you got a little fast-ass little girl as a daughter?
Yeah, but not just that. So there's always going to be people who live right outside the lines. Like, they don't live far enough to get bused, but they live far enough where walking is terrible. Like, how are those parents going to get them to and from?
I don't know. I think, and I was telling you this when we would look this up, I feel like it's a little bit of a classism in there. Is Destin a rich area? I've never been.
It's not poor.
Oh,
you know where Destin is? It's up in the Panhandle.
Yeah, it's up there.
I went up there one time. It was scary.
Why?
Racism.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mandy went there one time and they were on a yacht in the water.
No, it was scary.
Oh.
Literally, somebody got out of the pool because we got in.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would have called them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, we left within 24 hours. It was scary.
I told you,
it was weird. It was just weird vibes. We felt like we were being looked at.
That's how I felt. Remember when I told you went to the Clearwater place?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it felt. But going back to this, there is a shortage of teachers. And it seems like apparently they're doing this to attract younger teachers that may want their Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That makes sense.
Work. So,
but it's we need to have, it needs to be even. Corporate America needs to catch up with that. Because if they start doing that for middle school and elementary, it's going to be even worse.
I don't see that going.
Childcare is crazy.
I don't see it trickling down, but I'm also thinking perhaps this can help teenagers work on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That could be cool.
So they could also have a job,
or with extracurricular activities,
or if they do
volunteering,
go to
get hours.
Yeah. Okay, their community college.
There could be positives to this. Yeah, there could be.
I think that maybe other counties can catch on seeing how this goes, but there are some people that are stupid, great, even less education for Americans. Shut up. There's always
but they are making the school day longer.
No, 7:30 to 3:30. That's what they do now, right? Maybe an hour longer.
Oh, okay. An hour longer, it'll even.
I think they get out at 2:30 now.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then.
It's just extra 4 hours. I mean, do we really need that many hours of school?
Probably.
I don't think so. What are we learning?
She's so anti-school.
Because 7:30 to 3:30. Have you done algebra? I think at high school, you can kind of know if you're really good at something or not and then choose something. We don't need trigonometry. I don't remember anything from trigonometry.
But there's some people who use it.
Okay, then teach me when I choose to decide to do that.
I don't know if you can make that decision so young. So it's good to still expose them to it. That would be my point of view.
Exposure? I think exposure is a class, not a whole
semester.
Year. Yeah. We can do little things to see what you like. But I don't think we need to be in school that long anyway.
I know you don't.
We should do something else. I don't know, go hiking. Maybe teach us about credit.
Maybe
teach the children cooking classes. I think every school should have a cooking class.
Do they still do that?
Cooking classes?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think these kids don't do nothing but sit on their ass on the iPad. And if you don't sit down, then you're in trouble. And if you move too much, you got ADHD or autism, and then you're a bad kid, and then you go to the principal's office and you get suspended.
Yeah.
I don't think kids should be outside.
I agree.
Not sitting down the whole time. Yeah, so that is happening over. So I believe other counties and other countries already have a 4-day school day or maybe some private schools. If you do, send us a message. I want to kind of know what it's like for you to do that.
And can we do that in corporate America, please? Thank you.
In corporate America? Doubt it. Psh, they're rude.
What other foolishness you found on the internet, Carla?
It was definitely foolishness because
today's outline is just internet foolishness.
So we're going to go straight to my favorite. Dex doesn't want me to talk about
I don't want you to talk about this. I'm so embarrassed for you.
Well, if I can open it.
I think we know the gist of this one.
The gist of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, Love B. Scott reported that 2 of the kids of David and Victoria Beckham are right now feuding. They're a couple years apart, and it's because one of the brothers is dating the other brother's ex-girlfriend. The new brother is now married. Got his, his shorty, he married. But the younger brother is now dating his ex-girlfriend, and they're not on talking terms. Really? They're not showing up to birthdays. I think David Beckham had his 50th birthday. He wasn't there. And the other one didn't show up with his wife because the other one showed up with the girlfriend.
Okay.
The girl wants to be a Beckham real bad.
Real bad.
And now the
by any means necessary.
And is it okay to date your sibling's ex?
Is this even a question?
Yes.
No, it's not a question.
Yeah, it took me a while. Would you date your sibling's ex? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Viv said no.
Yeah. I said no.
We're thinking
anyone else who's sane is going to say no.
Okay. I say, let's talk about it. Right? Why are we talking about it? Because what if it's an estranged sibling?
Still no.
If they're rich. If
Still
they look
no.
good now. Clearly, there's something you like about us because we were at race together. So we got things that we have in common. I can see it. I can see it happening if I don't fuck with you, if it was a long time ago. And now we connect for real. It's like a real connection. It happened organically. I don't see why not. I am not going to stop the love of my life just because he had a little piece of my sister.
So how is that different from you dating one of my exes?
Because I feel like we've known each other way less than I've known like a sibling.
Okay.
So it's more time. So let's say you dated a kid in like middle school.
Okay.
And I didn't know you. And you're like, that was my middle school boyfriend. And now we're like 38 and I fell in love with him.
Even if I hunched him?
In middle school? You was a fast one.
But let's just say I was. I wasn't. But let's just say.
In middle school. Yeah.
Really? I feel like it's so many other people to choose from. Like, this can be off limits.
Okay, I don't think I would hunch your
it's
middle school.
Weird.
I just don't.
I think it's weird to be laid up with somebody who laid up with your sibling.
Okay.
It's weird.
I'm not gonna date your middle school boyfriend because we're still friends.
Okay. But if we stop being friends, it's all the table.
I really love the man. Like, he's my soulmate.
You don't gotta worry about me fucking with none of your exes. You hear me?
You don't want
none of them.
They're all broke.
None of them.
You know.
Let's say they even looked your none of them.
Not one.
Not one. Not even somebody who liked you. Because then I'm like, you like Carla more than you like me.
No,
I don't care if they saw you first. I don't care. They should have waited for me.
Oh.
Yeah, no. It's just weird. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh girl, like you could be like, oh girl, make him do this. I used to like when you used to do this.
That's why so if you're still talking to the person, no. But if you have an estranged, what if your sibling's dead?
So this was a thing on Mob Wives. It's an old reality show. The 2 girls was beefing because they were friends. And she said one of the girls moved away. And when she came back, the girl was with her ex, had done married him and everything. But they like weren't talking. Yeah. So I'm like, if y'all weren't talking for that long period of time, y'all weren't friends anymore.
Right.
So that's different.
Okay. So I think that's what I'm meaning. Because
this is sibling. A sibling not going to stop being your sibling.
I can stop talking to you though.
I don't think that's grounds to open the floodgate.
I think it's okay if you don't talk to your sibling and it's been a really long time.
But also anybody who dated your sister. Are they all there?
Maybe they got the theirs after. They figured it out a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Now you came to your senses. There you go. Now you smart. Come over here. Let me show you a good time.
If you're willing to do that, does that mean you was kind of peeping them while they were together?
I'm sure they will. You see me? You see me? I know they was looking at me.
Carla, that's weird.
I'm biased because I don't talk to my siblings. Let's move on.
Yes, could we please?
Let's move on. Intrusive thoughts were coming. I said I was going to smoke on the way here. I should have.
Let's move on.
I should have. Before we continue with the conversation, I want to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Hi Hello Labs, a full-service content creation studio serving clients across the nation. One thing I am not is a gatekeeper, and this is where I record my audio and video podcast right here in Orlando, Florida, at their beautiful studio, because at Hi Hello Labs, they're on a mission to amplify expert voices. They facilitate the turnkey production and distribution of quality podcasts like the one you're listening to right now. They also produce digital courses, social media content, and live events. Nobody else does it like them, seriously, when it comes to live events. If you want to increase your reach and establish yourself as a thought leader, Hi Hello Labs is the studio for you. So go ahead and magnify your influence with Hi Hello Labs. Let's get back to the show. Okay, so we're going to talk about Gabrielle Union.
Yes.
So first of all, shout out to Les with her new podcast, She's So Lucky. She just rebranded from Balanced Black Girl.
Yeah.
Balanced Black Girl. And she has her new podcast now, She's So Lucky. And also shout out to Natasha with Shine with Natasha and her agency, who is working with her cutting clips. So there's this clip that went viral with Gabrielle Union on Balanced Black Girl, where she talked about that years back when she mentioned that she was married to Dwayne Wade, who's a very, very wealthy basketball player. She decided that in their marriage and their relationship, they would split everything.
Everything was 50-50.
Homes are 50-50, bills are 50-50, everything was 50-50. That's how she wanted it, and that's how it was. And everybody was like...
And she was like real firm on it. She was like, nope, because like I don't want him to own things and he not have the power to like take from me or put me out. Like it has to be ours. That was her stance on it. But my girl don't see the light.
Apparently, she saw the light and she said that ain't the way it is anymore. It's no longer 50-50. And her reasoning behind it, I would say, it's that it was a trauma response. Why she was going 50-50 with him. And we talked about this, and
it was a need for her to have some sort of control, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And not allow him to have the power. Like she felt like he would have power over her.
Felt every word she was saying. I loved her book. It was Can I Have More Wine or Another Glass of Wine? Something like that. It's Gabrielle Union's book. I read it years back. That's when she admitted to like having like 13 miscarriages, and they tried to have kids for a long time. She just couldn't.
Yeah.
But it was a trauma response, like she said. And to me, I was like, oh, this can help us talk about some trauma responses in relationships and see how we fall into it. But definitely when it comes to the 50-50 situation, I would say, I don't think I would ever allow a man to completely take care of me, but I also have not been in position to have a man that could take care of all of my bills or all of my expenses, and I could still do my own thing and they would be okay with it.
Okay.
So I have not been exposed to that either. So I can't say what I would or wouldn't do if I haven't been exposed to it, because all the niggas that I've been fucking with can't even pay my mortgage.
I've only lived with one guy, and that wasn't even really real.
What do you mean?
I lived with Michaela's dad, and he paid for everything.
How's that not real?
Because I feel like I was so young, and it was such a short period of time.
Yeah.
It was probably like a couple months.
But even if I'm not...
But that's the only time I ever lived with a man.
Wow. Do you ever want to live with a man?
No.
Okay. See, they come out so fast.
I really don't. No.
It's like you don't even breathe before answering.
No, but I still want them to pay my bills. But no, I don't want to live with them. Okay. Maybe that's a trauma response.
Maybe? Are you questioning that?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
But no, I don't want to live with them.
Are you still going to therapy?
But it's not like I want to live with anybody.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. I really do like my alone space. Okay, so there are 4 types of trauma responses in relationships, and we're going to go through a few. So the first one is fight response. Fight response. Hyper independence. Boom. I don't need anyone, even in a committed relationship. You're always bracing for abandonment. You feel like you feel some of that?
Maybe.
Also within fight response, controlling behavior, wanting to control plans, finances, or emotions to feel safe.
Okay.
Okay. And then frequent arguments, quick to anger or defensiveness, especially when feeling threatened or unheard. That's been me.
I have a little bit of the first two, the hyper independence and the controlling behavior.
I for sure have had all 3.
Okay.
I haven't put myself to the test with anyone, but I know hyper and controlling have always been a thing, and definitely frequent arguments, especially when I feel like I'm not being heard. It's like, oh, listen to me. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's a fight response. Then there's a flight response. That one is avoidance. So you shut down, ghost, or disappear when there's conflict.
That's me.
I'm about to say, I feel like you shut down.
Shut down, block city.
So you got a little fight, you got a little flight.
Yeah.
Perfectionism, constantly striving to be perfect partner to avoid criticism or rejection.
No.
I don't think I care. Yeah. I feel like I'm perfect already. So if you don't, too bad. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
And then overworking, pouring into work or outside obligations to avoid emotional intimacy.
I do that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'll get real busy.
You're back
either at work or at the gym. I'm real busy.
Okay.
Too busy to have the argument. Too busy to have the feelings.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
I'd be feeling. I overwork for other reasons, but not necessarily in a relationship. Yeah, no. Then there's a freeze response, shutting down emotionally, going numb, disassociating, or feeling stuck in relationships. I feel like I can't disassociate. Not from relationships, because we're talking specifically romantic relationships.
Yeah.
I don't think I do that. Staying in toxic relationships, feeling paralyzed and unable to leave even when you know it's unhealthy. Been there. I don't
been
think
there. Haven't been there in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I grew out of that one. And then indecisiveness, difficulty making decisions in the relationship due to fear of doing the wrong thing.
Been there.
I actually know someone, and it's a male that's here in this freeze response. Constantly, like just, they just numb. They're just going through the motion every day. It's like if I leave, it could cause them to do whatever. Like that has to be a really shitty space to be in because you know it's unhealthy. You know you need to get out. You know it's not good for you, but
can't
you
make
can't
the move. Yeah.
Oof.
That's tough.
I think we do that with jobs as well sometimes.
Yes.
We'll stay right here with relationships. And then fawn response, people pleasing, sacrificing needs, boundaries, or values to keep the peace or avoid conflict.
Nah.
No. I've done it. I've done it because there's a part of a very toxic relationship where you're constantly doing whatever it is, is going to make them happy to avoid
them
that
getting
fight and getting upset.
Okay.
So been there, but not no more. I couldn't care. Woo! Lack of boundaries, allowing mistreatment to feel loved or accepted. No. But I've seen it.
In the past, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it. And then constant caretaking, trying to heal or fix a partner, often at the expense of your own well-being.
Is this Carla?
Boy, did I want to be a Build-A-Man. Build-A-Bear, like, what? All day building somebody. Let me fix you. Let me build your business.
Listen, you was using tape. You was using plaster. You was tying shit together. You was doing anything to keep it together.
Bob the Builder.
Barbara the Builder.
Gosh, like stop fixing men and men stop fixing women.
Yeah.
We don't need fixing. We just need some coins. That's it. The ones that need fixing need to go fix themselves. Now, I remember specifically in the pod that I had with my ex, there was an episode and this was like, I was already on the out. Like, well, I didn't know I was on the out until I was out, truly.
Yeah.
But it was already pretty bad. It was when it was the worst. And we were recording something and I was like, we should come in. I'm 100, you're 100. And then like we compliment each other. He was like, no, you complete me. And I remember saying, I shouldn't have to complete you.
Right.
I felt so exhausted. And I remember him saying, nah, you have to complete me. I'm coming in at 50 and you build the other 50. And I was like, this is exhausting.
Yeah.
Constantly trying to complete you because I can't.
You cannot.
There's no way another human being can ever fulfill you.
No.
Another human being cannot make you happy. You're already happy. And that person enhances your happiness.
Exactly.
I just want somebody to enhance me. And then people that be like so busy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to find ways to find you. And it's like, I have all these conflicts. Can you fix them? No.
I saw something recently and I hate that I don't remember where I found it, but it said something about relationships shouldn't be hard work. They should be maintenance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that really fucked us up growing up.
Oh, yeah. Ride or die.
I was dying.
Build him up.
But also that relationships are hard. That kept me in my marriage longer than I should have been. That kept me in relationships.
I got a question.
Yes.
Do you think the Bible teaches us that?
No.
That relationships should be difficult? No. Like that there should be this battle or this thing that you all have to overcome?
No.
Okay.
And
I just remember being in a church and when somebody cheated, it was always the devil.
So
or the things trying to come at us.
But that is one of the very few reasons why the Bible does say that you can get a divorce. It's adultery. Adultery under no circumstance is it accepted.
Okay.
And you can leave. And physical abuse is another one. So there's no reason why people will say the church. Now, you are right. We were taught that, but
that's not necessarily in the word.
That's not in the word. Those are humans that usually
interpreting the word or using it.
Using it as manipulation.
Okay,
teach because me. The pastors be over there cheating
clarify for me, sister.
No, there is no reason why anyone should stay if you're getting cheated on, if you're getting physically abused. None of that.
Okay.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. That was a good one though, because I do think people believe that.
Yeah. It's supposed to be hard.
Oh, okay. That's what we're talking about.
You got to build them up.
No, love is not hard. A relationship shouldn't be hard if you're coming in already complete and knowing what your purpose is.
Right.
Now, it's different when you're like 21, 22, dating someone and you really don't know who they are. And yeah, you might go through an infidelity or you might go through something with this person and you can choose to stay as long as that person is making, progress and this lived experience. Because we all have gotten cheated on at a certain point, which is not why we know we weren't accepted. We haven't all been physically abused, but probably maybe verbally. Emotionally, by getting cheated on, financially, perhaps. And now you know not to go through that or stay through that. But love, a relationship shouldn't be hard.
No, it shouldn't.
No.
A little maintenance.
I like the little oil change.
Yeah, a little oil change. Yeah. Not a whole new engine. Not ride around with the broke engine.
Right. You remember them cars? What? Put that bit in what's the place called when they take them apart?
The wrecker, the tow yard, the junkyard. Yeah.
Take it apart. Like,
we don't want it. We don't want it.
Yo, do you remember? Or were we friends when Carla had her Bentley?
Mm-mm.
We used to call it the Bentley.
She had a raggedy Bentley?
Girl, we used to call it the Bentley. It was like an old, either a Honda or Toyota. I mean, it had to have been the 80s, from the 80s. I don't know what kind of car it was, but doors didn't open. And we would come downtown to Bentley. We didn't give a fuck. Dressed up with our maxi dresses from BCBG and our Charlotte Russe.
BCBG and Charlotte Russe. What a time.
What a time. I was actually passing by here. Did you see there's like a bar, like a Halloween bar?
Yes, I've been there.
You have? Is it always open?
Yeah, all year.
I want to go.
It's fun. That
actually look really cool. But
the drinks are like super sweet, but it's fun.
I can see that though. But no, I'm just, you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol anyway.
I'm not.
I was walking down and I'm like, wow, downtown looks so different. It feels so different now at this age as well. When are we supposed to, do we stop going to bars in downtown at a certain age?
I don't think so. I don't think there's an age limit to having fun. And if you identify that as fun, then do it.
How often?
I mean, it's up to them.
Because I've passed through downtown sometimes, I still see the same people.
Well, okay, so that's different because that's usually guys that you're talking about. And they down here, in my eyes, preying on the younger women.
That's not in your eyes. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And they don't be telling people they age.
No,
and they dress younger and younger every year.
It's now more and more ridiculous.
And talking to 20-something. You know who I'm talking about. You know I'm talking about you. Get the fuck out from Orlando streets. Stop playing with them 21-year-old girls. I know you look like you under 40.
How did we get here?
Stop it.
How did we get here?
Is wrong. You are preying on these young girls.
Is this a trauma response?
This is me telling them the truth. Ain't nobody telling them. They ain't got no real friends.
They don't.
There's no way.
Or their friends are doing it too.
Your friend also doing it.
Yes. Their friends are doing it too.
That ain't cute.
No, it's not.
Go find something else to do.
Yeah.
You got to. And then they be saying, oh, yeah, I just don't tell them how old I am because they don't ask.
That's terrible.
That's ridiculous.
It's terrible.
Now, when I'm 60, I'm about to be out here.
So what do you think your trauma response is? Like, of all these categories, which one do you feel like you were the most? I think fight for me.
I feel like I haven't been able to put it to the test. It's been 3 years of me putting it to the test. I don't think I'm fight anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've tried the dating thing a little bit. And there's nothing none of these guys could have done for me to feel like I wanted to fight.
So I don't necessarily see it as these trauma responses will go away completely. I think like you recognize them and you work through them and you see yourself doing the trauma response and then you try to navigate a different way.
Okay.
Or make adjustments. But I don't know that it's something that we completely just don't do anymore.
You might be right because I feel like I've felt the urge and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That's not what we're going to do.
Exactly.
There's no need. I might call you something, but that's just because I want the satisfaction of it.
I'm gonna apologize. In the past, I wouldn't have even apologized.
I don't think I'm apologizing.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm apologizing at all.
McDonald's has entered a Minecraft movie universe, and Grimace, Birdie, and Hamburglar just spawned as new collectibles in the overworld. Now for a limited time, you can get one of 6 McDonald's collectibles when you order a Minecraft movie meal. Ooh. With your choice of Big Mac or 10-piece Chicken McNuggets with spicy nether flame sauce. Available now in a biome near you. Oh, and at your local McDonald's. At participating McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.
If you've listened to the So What Now podcast for a while, you know how important acceptance is when it comes to personal growth. And you know who else is big on acceptance? Discover. You see, Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. That's a whole lot of places and a whole lot of acceptance, which is great for Discover, but even better for you, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. So learn more at discover.com/credit card.
There's another thing that I wanted to talk about because I really want everyone always to do just be delusional. You want to make $80,000 selling a blank canvas? Believe it. You could do it.
Okay.
You could do it. So there is a man or a woman. It doesn't say if it's a woman or a man. Jen Hannon. I think it's a woman. It's a man. Jen. Of course it's a man because they're the ones that have the audacity.
They do.
Okay, this is why I need us ladies to have the audacity. So the museum paid an artist $84,000 for his work, and people are like, oh my God, let's see his work. So when he delivered the work, he delivered 2 canvases of his work, and they're just blank canvases titled, "Take the money and run."
You think I could do that with these reports I have due at work?
I'm telling you, try it. Have the audacity. What's the worst that can happen?
You get like, okay, bitch, you got the audacity. Let me get you out of here.
But sometimes they might be like, oh my God.
Brilliant.
Somebody else. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. So essentially, Jen Hannon was paid that $84K for the Take the Money and Run. Now, this did cause a little rift between the artist and the museum. The museum's a little pissed about what they received. They're not super happy about it. But now that the canvases are out there, people are really looking at it. And
I can see how to be an attraction. To know the backstory behind it is what makes it interesting.
So that's what artistry is, right? Or art.
It's to be interpreted.
Remember the banana with the tape?
Oh,
sold for like millions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the tape. You can interchange the banana, but it is what it is. I feel like the girl that sells farts in a jar. Come on. Who would have thought about farts in a jar? There's all these different ideas. Just put it out there. Somebody gonna buy it.
So there's a fart theme to the show today. Okay.
I wish I was gassy right now, but I'm not because I would have let one rip just to be like, it's okay.
It's okay.
Do what you feel like doing. I think that's a great thing to do. But anyways, I feel like it was an amazing thing to do. And it's the last thing that I wanted to talk about. As you have reached your milestone of 40, which is amazing because you've been here for a long time. You're a wise woman.
I'm like 40 and a half now.
I know. No.
My birthday's in July.
I'm thinking 45.
Oh.
But I'm thinking 40 to 50. Yeah. People don't even know that
it's
you're
okay.
40.
I love it.
You don't look it at all. But there's, scientists be doing what scientists do. And they be trying to find shit that we don't need to know.
Yeah.
We don't really need to know. But apparently we age dramatically in 2 bursts. One is at 44 and the other one is at 60. Our bodies make a big physical change of aging. Now, this is from Stanford University and Nanyang Technology University in Singapore. I feel like they be telling the truth. Singapore sounds smart. They tracked 108 participants over a few years, observing the RNA, proteins, and microbiomes. That's what they be doing. That's a scientist stuff. Basically, that means your insides, your skin, and all that stuff. And then they said that these molecules accelerated in a non-linear changes. So they went up at 44 and 60. The first burst around age 44 is associated changes in metabolism, including fat and alcohol processing.
So that's what we'll probably gain weight then.
Well, not necessarily. When you can't process the alcohol, then other things start messing up. And you start feeling sick, or maybe your insulin, or maybe your kidney.
More of a sign for me to stop drinking.
Yes, for sure. So smoke more with me because there's nothing here about smoking. And then muscle function as well. See? Weed helps your muscle functioning. And the second one is around 60, and that one's linked to immune regulation, carbohydrate metabolism, and cardiovascular health. So
does the article say anything that we can do to prevent this thing that's going to happen?
Yeah, so it suggests that in our 40s and 60s may be particularly important times to monitor your health and adopt healthy habits.
Okay.
Yep. So this you can do by being outside more, which I'm doing. I'm going to be fine by the time I'm 40. Eating better. I told you that's my goal.
Yes, and I want to know about your plan to be fine by the time you're 40. Like, what's the plan?
I already put it in place.
Tell me.
I'm outside walking daily.
Okay.
I'm eating ice cream only once a week.
Okay.
I am going to Pilates on Mondays. I'm working out Monday through Friday.
Okay.
I'm going to the beach. I'm just being happy.
Yeah. You don't have to wait until you're 40.
It's a good goal. I just don't think
go ahead and do it now.
I am doing it. I just don't think I'm going to look the way I want to with the plan that I have faster than 40.
Okay.
Maybe go think about
Take it slow.
Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, tortoise.
You do it too.
Okay, tortoise.
Turtle. I like that. Yeah, I feel like that's my plan right now. I'm tired of like putting all this pressure on myself.
Oh, you feel like you've been pressuring yourself?
Yes, that's why I stay frozen. So one of my trauma responses, not in relationship but life, is when I I'm like, I gotta get this done. I freeze.
Okay, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, by the time you're
Right.
44. I mean, 40. 40.
I'm
Okay.
gonna get there at 40. At 44, I'm gonna be so fine that genetic thing's not even gonna matter.
You got to pick up a fucking weight.
I've been doing that.
No, like a real one.
Friend, I promise you, I've been doing the app.
Okay, you picking up heavy weight.
Yeah. I be squatting like 80 pounds on the rack. Isn't that a lot? Okay, now I'm weak. I be doing this one with 105 pounds.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I do that one.
Okay.
When I do this
leg
right
extension?
here, I use 20 pounds.
Or is that a row? Are you rowing?
No, it's a dumbbell.
Oh, yeah. Are you rowing?
I guess.
Okay.
I do 20-pound weights for that.
Woo, 20.
What you use?
And you talk about I'm weak, bitch. I'm at 35-40 for a bent over row.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, can we do this?
What's that?
What's
Arm
this
wrestle?
called?
No, because your aggression's going to scare me.
I won't even talk. Let's try it.
No.
Come on, 30, 40.
Right now?
Yeah. Come on.
I don't feel like my outfit's good for that.
You're wearing jeans.
My outfit's not good for arm wrestling. I would, but next time.
Come on.
No. You know you can beat me. That's why you want to fucking do it.
I haven't been doing weights for a long time.
I need a better outfit for that. I need I need a better outfit.
You're supposed to be a good sport.
And I need my arms to show so you can see my muscles. So next time we'll do it.
You promise? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm finna go practice. Get this bitch.
She got 2 weeks to practice.
Arm wrestle this motherfucker. And the table has to be like the right height.
This is the right height right here.
Because you putting your body with it and you're going to beat me.
You gonna put
She just got me fat. All I saw was your shoulders, bitch. And I saw myself tumbling.
Come on, I know you're strong.
Not that strong.
Okay, fine. What is your feel good for this week? Do you have anything that's been making you feel good lately?
My feel good is kind of like a weird thing. So I went for my follow-up blood work. Mm-hmm. And my results didn't necessarily get better, but I found out that there's some things that might be outside of my control that's causing the stuff that I'm seeing. So I've been recommended to a specialist
about what's going on.
So it's like pre-diabetes, high cholesterol, but there might be some stuff going on with my pancreas.
Okay.
So it feels good to know that like there's something else that might be impacting me and I might need to do something the other way. So it just feels good to be informed.
Love the fact that you even did it and that you're willing to talk about it, because I know we didn't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because you told us last time in the episode that you were going to come in here and talk about shit that's personal because you got friends to talk about it with.
That's not what I meant.
Essentially, I feel like there are women listening right now that probably haven't gotten a checkup in forever.
Yeah.
And I'd rather you find this out now than this becoming a problem. And then by the time you find out at 45, 46, 50, it's like, oh my God, now you have 25 days to live.
Exactly.
You know, which happens all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I literally just did the blood work just because I was like, oh, I'm 40 now. Let me just do it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I got like a physical or something. The only thing I have been doing for years is like my annual or biannual PAP. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing.
And I feel like that's what most of us do, but there's nothing wrong. Well, at least my OB, every time I go, she makes me do a full
That's good.
blood panel.
No.
Whenever I go.
The only thing I do extra is like, oh, check me for STDs. Wouldn't hurt.
No, we check for that too.
Yeah.
But shout out to you doing that. I think my feel good.
So once I know like for sure, I'll definitely share more.
Okay.
It's just like unknown stuff.
I think you're doing really good though. Mm-hmm. And I think I've been praying for you. I have you on my devotionals. I think your pancreas is going to rev up and start working the way it's supposed to.
And I'm feeling good because I've been sticking to my diet, even though right now I'm in a spot where it's like, I've been eating salmon for 7 weeks straight. I'm about to lose my mind.
Bro. Does it have to be salmon?
It doesn't have to be. She reminded me that the other day. She's like, why are you torturing yourself? I give you all these other substitutes. And I was like, you know what? I forgot about that. But also I was being lazy because there's a guy at the gym who makes the salmon for me. So it's like, hey, can you cook these other things too? He's like, Tex, I grill. I don't be like cooking. I'm like, friend,
please just throw this little meat on there in the grill.
Yeah, you can't make no meatballs.
On the grill?
No turkey meatballs. I don't know.
That should be easy to make.
It's not about whether it's easy or not. First of all, even if it's easy, Carla, I'm going to fuck it up. Second of all, I just don't want to. I just want to be able to heat it and eat it.
That came out weird. That could be a heat it with some meatballs under it. That's how I feel about men.
All right.
too.
So what are you feeling
Okay.
good about?
What am I feeling good about recently? I've been listening to a lot more music.
Oh.
I don't ever listen to music. And I've been finding myself with my headphones on and having music. I really like on Spotify, I go and put like Masego Radio. It's like
It's an artist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Masego.
Okay.
And then different artists come out, like Cleo Soul is
Okay.
that kind of that type of music. I think he might be, I don't think it's reggae, maybe like Afro beats kind of, but slow. I don't know. I've really been liking to slow down with music. And at the gym, I've never listened to music before. I have my headphones on with a podcast or something. I found this it's like Glorilla and
Oh, I love that in the gym.
in the gym.
Yeah.
I know I look crazy.
I be doing a little.
Me too.
Yeah.
I started dancing, so it like pumped me up a little bit. So I've been listening to more music. I still don't know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because unless
No,
I'm
it
reading
feels good, though.
the captions or lyrics, I don't know what they're saying.
Oh, girl. My favorite gym song right now is Megan Thee Stallion, Everything Big in Texas.
How I go?
I don't even know. I don't know, but she just be like, I'm a bad bitch. That's
Yes. No, Glorilla's
Try
perfect.
R&B in the gym.
Love it.
So good.
Love it. I be in my thing. Oh, also another gym tip that I have for you ladies.
Because she's a gym girly.
I'm a gym girl.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. I am.
Yeah.
I'm a gym girl and I smoke before going in.
Okay, I can't really.
Amazing. I always judged Wendy for doing this. But for me specifically, when I'm in the gym, I'm ready to go. Remember how I used to cuss at the trainer all
so
the
it
time?
slows you down.
I'm actually present. When I would be cussing out the trainers, it's because I'm ready to go. Like 10 more, another rep, another set again. Now I'm just like, phew. It feels like I'm there for like 3 hours when it's really just like an hour 20. But I can actually be present during the workout.
Got it.
And slow down. So it's been great.
Okay, I love it.
I like that. So smoke before you go in, put your little music on, work out, go outside. Really, I do feel better.
I'm proud of you for being consistent.
Thank you.
Do we have a review?
We're going to go see what the YouTube streets are saying today. Let's see. Under the episode Why Moms Can't Win, which is episode 23.
Okay.
We have, actually, Brittany Davis is always on our comments. I love her. She'd be writing for us. She'd be fighting for us in the YouTube comments. I'm not sure if I've read any of your comments before, but she just wrote on episode 23, Lady words are so powerful. Powerful. I'm not sure what she meant there. I'm saying this with all the love in my heart, but you women are both mothers and you're winning. People watching this podcast get inspired every time they see you, women, and how far you have elevated your lives. I'm looking forward to watching this episode. I'm commenting this before I even start the episode.
I love that.
Thank you, Brittany.
That's a supporter right there.
What?
I ain't even looked at it and I know it's going to be good.
She already know it. What? What's up? Then we have, Mom of Autism 5. A day ago, she said the things we battle as moms and women is so important to understand and touch on because it varies so much. And then one more from that same episode. Ayesha, look at us getting comments on the YouTube. Who are we? YouTubers. Hey, YouTube fam. Ayesha said, not Scamiana. Scamiana. Loving this podcast. Ariel was my first watch. I've been watching ever since. Aw, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Shout out to our YouTube friends. Listen, audio and video, if you guys didn't know, are edited differently. So the experience you have in audio is amazing. Shout out to Dwayne who edits our audio. And then Courtney on video. Shout out to, is it Courtney or Kaysen? Who does our video?
Kaysen.
Kaysen does our video? No, he does our clips.
Oh, okay.
I think Courtney does our video. Or
Shout
Kaysen
out to
does
both
it.
of them.
But our team, our entire team.
We have an
from our
amazing
clips
team.
To our full video, to our audio. Like, it's an experience. You guys are listening to us. And we don't have the millions of listens yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's right around the
here
corner.
tomorrow, basically.
We're going to be on Essence stages.
Oh,
we are. We're going to be at Revolt stages.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
Art stages. Okay. We're going to be at business chamber, commerce stages.
Sure, why
We're
not?
going to be doing all that.
Okay.
We're going to be on Variety magazine covers.
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay. Good thing that you're already a gym girly.
Thank God. If not, they can edit. But it's fine. It's fine. We can edit up a little waist. I'm gonna make sure I'm friends with the photographers. But no, seriously, thank you guys so much for just supporting the podcast and allowing us to continue to grow. If she wouldn't have left, we would have already been there. That's besides the point. God's timing.
We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
See you next week with our arm wrestle.